So we're sitting in the room and a bunch of quite shamefaced officials are going through what's happened. And it's a very complicated matter, and frankly, they lost me at Minister, we have an issue. It's a really complicated thing. So I was struck by two things. One, how quickly he grasped this incredibly complicated issue around business rates. And it was a sort of technical mix-up. And he grasped that in about a minute. And then he came up with a much better working solution for the problem than had been suggested on the submission, they call them, sort of advice that goes to ministers from officials. And he came up with a much better working solution. You could see all the officials in the room go, yeah, that's quite a good idea. We'll go and work on that. And at no point during this did he, lean into the temptation to say, look, so just to be clear, we've made exactly the same mistake that we made the year before, or roll his eyes, or be short with anyone. He just, focused on the problem at hand, came up with a working solution for this, and didn't make anybody in the room, feel bad. That is the measure of the guy. Not only is he fiercely intelligent, but he's also very kind. And I think these are kind of the instructional views on it. And I know a lot of people that work very closely with Rishi, and he's a real details man. He really likes to work with his team on kicking the tires of a policy, making sure that what they're doing is robust and works. He works really hard, really long hours, and if you want to know the measure of a guy, look at the kind of people around him, the loyalty that he engenders in some extremely talented, very well respected, not just MPs, but his aides